it was really funny when I was getting installed as senior deacon this last month. It hit home with me that day. That was the 20th anniversary of me getting
that
raised.
would be grand senior, sir.
Yes, grand senior deacon. So I'm trying to shorthand it. I'm sorry. So when I was installed as as grand senior deacon in the most works for Grand Lodge of Arkansas Free and Accepted Masons, Free and Accepted Masons Arkansas. There we go. Anyway, when I was getting installed, it occurred to me I'd been in 20 years as a master mason that day, and so I was kind of thinking back, and I'm a fourth generation at my lodge. And so I've kind of seen this ebb and the flow of the membership there. Seen some pretty thin times. What's really interesting, judging my lodge against some other lodges, is the way that the guys kind of look at the thin times. They look at it as it is what it is. This is the hand we're dealt. And, if we continue to work or labor and we do well, things will eventually hit that next flow. But in the meantime, we're just going to have to tighten our belts. If it's a money problem, if it's a membership problem, we're all going to have to work harder. We'll have to go back to the line. And I want to tell you, and I'm not saying my home lodge is Mount Pleasant Lodge number 99, and it's not in Mount Pleasant, Texas, might I add, but it's in Ward, Arkansas. But I'll say this is one thing that's really interesting. And I found out, sometimes you don't find out until you travel a whole lot. And I found out that very few lodges are like my lodge. And there are many, many lodges, and you guys have hit on this before. And I think I saw it on it was a Masonic cartoon even. But a guy no more gets raised, and they're trying to put him in as a principal officer and get him to the east. Mm-hmm. And that is shortchanging someone's experience so bad. And so, like I said, I didn't know this was really peculiar to my lodge, but every man that comes in there starts at the door, as junior deacon. And the only exception I could tell you about that was we started one guy senior deacon because he was a past master from another lodge that he moved and he affiliated. Mm-hmm. But if it's a new guy, he's going to start the door and he's going to go all the way through. And we're going to recycle our own guys until he has went through there and he's able to be master. And we had a lodge that merged with us back in 2019. And my cousin was actually the last or next to last master in that lodge. He got raised in 2012. He was master in 2014, like May of 2012. So he hadn't been in a full 18 months hardly. Right. And he was already in these. And then he was master for 4 years. Don't tell me that doesn't burn someone out.
No, absolutely.
Right. Yes.
And so that's one thing.
And what's sad is he probably had to learn the ropes by being master those 4 years instead of actually just working his way up like he should. Go ahead. I apologize for interrupting.
You're exactly right, though. That's exactly how it went down. And I mean, he was burned out. He became treasurer. And then another year and a half later, they merged with us. And he's come to lodge once or twice. But I mean, I don't know if I blame him. It's tough when your lodge closes as it is. But I mean, it makes it even tougher when you're just mentally and physically exhausted, and your only interactions with Freemasonry are all, I won't say bad, but they're tense. And you're just like, I just don't want to put myself back in that situation. Well, and so that's one thing I've seen them. How many lodges do you guys have now? Do you remember off the top of your head? Y'all got 1,000 still, or?
We have just over. Yes.
Yeah, sounds about right.
I think it's like 1,100 and some odd lodges right now.
I was thinking that's what I heard when I was down there. I couldn't remember those. So we've got right under 200 now. So I mean, we have our high water mark I think was 785. I think that's right.
Wow.
So we have really shrunk down. And it's going to continue. You've got a bunch of lodges, and I mean, this is obviously its own topic and its own discussion. You have a lot of lodges that still don't charge enough for membership. They're just destitute.
Right.
And so they can't do themselves any good. They can't do the community good. And then, if we're being honest, members want to get something out of it, whether it's brotherhood or something, they're not going to get anything out of it. So that's going to continue. We're going to continue to see that trajectory in Arkansas. I feel like probably another 5-6 years. I wouldn't be surprised if we drop down to close to 150 before it's all said and done, before we see things kind of turn back around.
Yeah.
Right.
But those 150 are going to be refined lodges.
That's the thing. Is there going to be lodges with assets, and there going to be lodges with pretty healthy rosters?
Yeah.
Yes.